Now, after a terrible run of bad luck, the United Kingdom finally avoided the dreaded nil point during this year's Eurovision Song Contest. It's all thanks to Sam Ryder, who's gone from wedding singer to concert headliner with this song. Please welcome the incredible Sam Ryder.
Have a seat. Oh, that was goosebumpy, wasn't it?
What is it about you? You just radiate positivity and good vibes. You just smile when you see you.
Trying to get a... There we go.
You just want to control the stool right now, don't you?
Yeah. It's going again.
Put a stop. I can imagine every school photo that you were ever in, you were beaming from ear to ear.
Yeah. Bowl haircut on the wonk.
Yeah.
Actually, I don't mean this unkindly, but I absolutely loved you in the Eurovision Song Contest. It was brilliant. But I really would like to know your back the past.
Of course.
Because you arrived at this big success, fabulous voice, writing your own words, you know, or writing songs. So what was your background?
Well, Gloria, let me take you back. So I started off in carpentry with my dad. So I'd work with my dad on... you know, like opposite the Tate Lyle factory, there's loads of like studios that have been, they were old warehouses before, but now like they've been renovated to small cubicles for different artists like hat makers, bike makers. Me and my dad helped build those, so it's all like stud work, and I'd do a lot of road work as well, like on a jackhammer and stuff like that.
Were you singing at that point too?
Yeah, you're sounding a bit like that.
At the same time.
I got my vibrato.
You were singing from a very young age, weren't you? Yeah. You'll have to put that into one of your tunes.
But yeah, so I started off, working like road work, construction, joinery. I mean, I say helping my dad, it was more of a hindrance because, but bless him, like he's at home right now doing the loft in my house. I swear,
Hi, Dad.
it's like that's high, so he's crouched down, covered in dust. But yeah, he's just a legend, and they always gave me that like. They didn't know anything about music, sorry, Mum, but they did what they could to help me try and fulfil my dreams.
So was that always a dream for you, music?
Exactly, yeah. So I always had this like vision. I had no idea how to get there, but I knew I needed guitars and I needed money to buy guitars. I needed money to put petrol in the car to drive up to Leeds to play to no one, and so they gave me that. You know, that support and encouragement.
Belief,
parents,
I suppose,
like,
And a good saver.
Yeah, frugal bugger.
Those things.
So did Eurovision just come out the blue then? How did that all happen?
Well, that did, but it was kind of like after, you know, I've been playing guitar and singing since I was 14. Singing, actually, first time I sung was 7 years old in secondary school. Reach for the Stars, S Club 7. It was a bit dodgy, but yeah, so it's been such a long journey. I mean, any artist or singer that might be watching this can definitely relate. Like, you work multiple jobs to fulfil that dream.
And overnight success takes a lot of years.
Exactly. And you just got to have that hope and faith. And I'm so lucky that I had my parents. Like, when my faith dwindled, theirs would step in and, like, just, you know, carry me through. And then Eurovision
I want to comb your hair.
A little braid. Start braiding.
What are you saying?
How long are you going to let it grow?
I don't think you're allowed to do that anymore.
I'm old enough.
I got some
But you know what I mean?
elastic bands.
Because apart from your fabulous voice and everything, the hair now is very much your identity. So how long will you let it grow?
Well, I started getting it trimmed recently because I didn't really know anything about growing hair. I know you can do it in your sleep, literally, but it got to a point it started breaking and falling off, and it wasn't that drastic, but yeah, then I started getting it trimmed, and then it started getting healthier. But who knows?
Very good.
But listen, your music career is absolutely established and on a roll now. You've got a new single out called Somebody, and that's from your new album, isn't it? There is Nothing But Spaceman. But let's hear a bit of the new
Don't let me
single.
spin this chair again, Cal.
You got somebody who loves you.
I love that jump.
I've got 4 of them, you know, because in that video there's 3 stunt doubles, so I've got 4 spare suits hanging up in the wardrobe. I like a naff Batman.
Well, I don't think it's naff. It's cool, actually. And you're not up on cool, are you? You're big on optimism. Yeah. You've conquered your nerves, but you think cool is a bad thing, right?
I think cool. I said it a couple of times in some interviews that I think cool is the enemy, and what I mean by that is I've got so many. I've known so many people who are so talented, and I think we all know some people that say no to certain things because they're so terrified of what their peers, their friends or their family would think of that choice. Even if their heart is screaming inside them like, I'd love to do this and I really feel confident that it would be something that would amplify my experience in life. But they say no because it isn't, you know, deemed cool to other people.
Why not be warm? Why would you not be cool if you could be warm?
Yeah.
But your opportunities have come from that, from doing things that you didn't think you were going to do or you didn't really want to do. It's like, you know, look. Down
were you nervous before Eurovision? Talking about confidence.
Well, there's a good story about this, right? And it involves Peter Crouch, and bear with me. But after me and Scott Mills and Chris Stark were on the radio one day, and afterwards, Chris said, I'm doing a podcast with Peter Crouch down the road. Do you want to come and join? And I was like, absolutely, yes, definitely. And I came down, sort of like fly on the wall and sang a bit of Sinead O'Connor. It's a different story. We'll go into that later. But afterwards, me and Peter got talking, and this was in the lead-up to Eurovision, and I asked him, how do you kind of... well, I've always been fascinated by how athletes deal with pressure and nerves, because... Like, imagine what it feels like to take a penalty. I mean...
Control.
To not let that get the better of you. Like, and I'd been reading this interview that Tiger Woods had given about, like, in golf, the shot is just the shot. Doesn't matter if there's camera crew there or loads of people looking. It's the same ball, tee, lawn, club. But you either make it or you don't. You can't let the factor of people being there say, like, you know, define that. Or... But, yeah, Peter Crouch was basically saying... Trust in... It sounds like Mufasa, the way I'm going to say this. We'll put a deep, echoey voice on now. Trust in the years that you've been, like, doing this thing. All of us, imagine how unkind we are to ourselves all the time when we... like, how do you feel when you're dancing now? Like...
Well, I trust in all the years that I've never danced.
Doesn't quite work, though. You've been amazing.
Listen, Sam, I'm so sorry we're out of time, but it's been a joy to have you here.
Thanks so much for having me.
The new single, Somebody...
Thank you, my friend. I'll see you backstage for the...
And the new album, There Is Nothing But Space, Man.